expression, you know, and how a painting looks and feels. And I'm adding some of my impasto now to this. Now, this technique is what you would call sgraffito. It's Italian. It was invented around the same time as the impasto technique. With how I create landscape, I use sgraffito. I want to scrape, but I also want some of the residue from what I've scraped to stay on the painting, because that gives an interesting effect, you know. And you can get marks that you really could not even plan. You know, like this dimensionality that's happening here now, it is really the kind of stuff that you pray for. See, this already looks a lot more interesting. I'm going to let this impasto go to work for me, the former ridge line of the trees. I'm going to let that go to work for me as the distant hillside, which is what I wanted to begin with. I started working with impasto and kept pushing the boundaries. Impasto was a way for me to represent the world and the way I view the world. And the way I view the world is, it's a very tactile environment that we're in all the time, you know. And I always want to touch a flower, or I always want to touch that hillside that's out there. And it always looks very dimensional to me. And so in my painting, I started experimenting with the idea of that and how do I make it work. And that led me to using the impasto technique to its most heightened form. And the net result has been what's known now as sculptural painting.